Good afternoon, student of class 10. Today I'll teach you subtopic of life processes, that is respiration in human. In human beings, what are the organs is involved in the respiration? That all we'll study in this chapter in detail. Thank you. Children, let's start today's lesson, that is respiration in humans. In the previous section we have studied about the types of respiration in animals, different animals, and respiratory organs of the animals. So today we have to study about the respiration in humans. In humans, various organs for respiration involved. That one is the nose, nasal passage, trachea, bronchi, lungs, and diaphragm. These much organs are involved in the respiration in humans. So children, we have to study about the first in the nose. What will happen to the air? We have to study in the nose. There, the whatever air enter to our nose have two holes in it, which have called the nostrils. Okay, that is known as the nostril. The whatever present there, that is known as the nostrils, filtered by fine hair. Whatever air is filtered by the fine hair while passing the air, there is presence of hair. That hair filter the air, and whatever mucus also present inside our nostrils, and that mucus also make the air moisten. Whatever dry air, it makes moist. After that, it moves, that air moves towards our next organ. That one is the trachea or windpipe. Okay, this one, the trachea, is a tube which is commonly known as windpipe. This is commonly known as the, this one is tube, is known as the windpipe. The air coming from the nostrils during breathing passes through trachea. Trachea does not collapse even when there is no air in it, because it is supported by rings of soft bones called cartilage. Okay, there is you have seen here is a ring of bones. That ring of bone is known as the cartilage. Sometimes 1 marks questions also can come in the board exam. So this ring of cartilage bone is known as the cartilage. So children, the upper end of trachea has a voice box called larynx. There is presence of larynx also. Upper end there is voice box, that is known as the larynx, and the trachea runs down the neck and divided into two smaller tube called bronchi. Okay, it is runs down and divided into two small branches like structure, that is known as the bronchi. Okay children, and its lower end, and then the two bronchi are connected to the two lungs. You have seen that this one is one lung, another lungs, and two bronchi is entered inside the two lungs and connected to the two lungs. The lungs lie in the chest cavity. You everybody know, everyone's lungs is lie in the chest cavity, which is separated from abdominal cavity by a muscular portion called diaphragm. Okay, this here is diaphragm is not shown clearly. Diaphragm is below, it is there. If you see in the another picture, sometime I will give you, in diaphragm is present there. Each bronchus divided in the lungs to form a large number of still smaller called bronchioles. Okay, this one, when it enter inside, he see different branches are present. Okay, each is again divided into smaller, then it is known as the bronchioles. See, and bronchioles, the smallest bronchioles have tiny air sacs at the ends. Okay, this, if you see here is this air sacs are present, very small bulb-like structure is present. Such sacs is known as the, this type of structure is present. Such sacs is known as the alveoli. Understood? What is that? The air sacs present inside the lungs or at the end of the bronchioles is known as the alveoli. So children, the wall of the alveoli are very thin and they are surrounded by very thin blood capillaries, and this alveoli is surrounded by the very thin blood capillaries. Understood, children? And the blood capillaries, that one is surrounded. In other words, it is the alveoli that gaseous exchange takes place over there. Whatever exchange of gases takes place, because in the lungs, whatever gases is entered, that is exchange of gases takes place from the alveoli. The human lungs have been designed to maximum the exchange of gases as follows. There are millions of alveoli in the lungs, not only one. Millions of alveoli are present. The presence of millions of alveoli in the lungs provide a very large area for the exchange of gases, and the availability of large surface area maximize the exchange of gases. For example, if all alveoli from the two human lungs are unfolded, they would give an area of about 80 square meter, which is nearly the size of a tennis court. Okay, such type of big area it forms if it become unfolded. Now finally I'll tell some about the diaphragm. It is it should be present here. It is not shown in this structure. The diaphragm, it is its functions is to it helps in the breathing in and out. The muscles of chest also help in breathing in and breathing out. So children, go through this all. If any problem, you can ask me. Now try to answer this question. Name the red pigment which carries oxygen in blood. I forget to tell about the red pigment, that if there is no red pigment, then it is there is fail to supply the blood to our body. So the name of that red pigment is the hemoglobin, is the red pigment which is present in our blood. So what is the other name of windpipe? I have already told you about it. What is the name of tiny air sacs and of the smallest bronchioles in the lungs? What is the function of the respiratory system? What is the major organs of respiratory system in humans? Draw a label diagram of the human respiratory system. So children, do this all the questions, and when school will reopen, I'll seek your copy. Thank you.